On Holy Monday, Jesus enters the temples in Jerusalem and drives out the money changers and those selling animals for sacrifice. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amanda, and on this channel I make quite literally whatever content I fancy making. And welcome back to day 2, welcome back, and happy Holy Monday to you. I hope that you're having a good Monday so far. Today we will be discussing the events that occurred on Holy Monday, the Easter story continued. Right, so in the chapters that follow, we have Jesus cleansing the temple and cursing a fig tree. So let's get into it. We're going to be starting from Matthew chapter 21, verse 12, and then we will be finishing off in verse 22. As previously mentioned, at the end of these videos, I will be putting points of reflection. Also leave a playlist of videos that I've done in the past in the event that you wish to catch up on the book of Matthew, which I will be reading through over the course of this Easter story, so that you have a full picture of what things look like from the beginning of Matthew up until this point. Okay, so Matthew chapter 21, verse 12. Jesus at the temple. Jesus entered the temple courts and drove out all who were buying and selling there. He overturned the tables of the money changers and the benches of those selling doves. "It is written," he said to them, "My house will be called a house of prayer, but you are making it a den of robbers." The blind and the lame came to him at the temple, and he healed them. But when the chief priests and the teachers of the law saw the wonderful things he did, and the children shouting in the temple courts, "Hosanna to the Son of David," they were indignant. "Do you hear what these children are saying?" they asked him. "Yes," replied Jesus. "Have you never read, 'From the lips of children and infants, you, Lord, have called forth your praise'?" And he left them and went out of the city to Bethany, where he spent the night. Jesus curses a fig tree. Early in the morning, as Jesus was on his way back to the city, he was hungry. Seeing a fig tree by the road, he went up to it, but found nothing on it except leaves. Then he said to it, "May you never bear fruit again." Immediately the tree withered. When the disciples saw this, they were amazed. "How did the fig tree wither so quickly?" they asked. Jesus replied, "Truly I tell you, if you have faith and do not doubt, not only can you do what was done to the fig tree, but also you can say to this mountain, 'Go, throw yourself into the sea,' and it will be done. If you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer." So there we go. I really love that we're just itching closer and closer and closer to when the story starts to build. It feels like, when you put the kettle on and you just start hearing the kettle begin to boil. I also love that we get a bit of Jesus's personality. I remember when I first read this about Jesus at the temple and thinking, wow, Jesus flips tables. That image of Jesus flipping tables in my head is like, what? I just couldn't get my head around it, but I thought it was like really cool at the same time. And I just thought like it's really like no nonsense, and I love that. Like, we will keep the sovereignty and, you know, the holiness of the temple. You will not ruin it. It will be what it's supposed to be. And I just love that ability to come in and just wipe out the mess, wipe out the what doesn't need to be there, and just leave it. Like, it just comes in and cleanses the place, similar to how he does with our lives. You know, he comes in with all the mess, all the chaos, you know, where like, I don't know, completely just disheveled and all over the place. But he comes in and he changes things for us. And yeah, I love it. Also, I love that Jesus curses a fig tree. And I remember also when I first read this, and even now thinking about it again, things that are supposed to be bearing fruit, when they don't bear fruit, there's an issue there. There's a disconnect. There's something not quite right there. Because Jesus went up to the fig tree, which makes us think that surely the fig tree, it was in season. It was supposed to be bearing fruit. So why wasn't it bearing fruit? Anyway, on that merry note, we're going to get onto the points of reflection. The first point of reflection: what does it mean for us to bear fruit in our own lives? I'm going to have a think about that. You can have a think about it as well. And for point 2 of reflection, what does Jesus's anger reveal about God's desire for true worship? And then point 3, what is an area where you have been lacking faith that you could really focus on truly believing that it is possible? What is an area where you've been lacking faith that you could focus on and really just push forward to really believe in here that it is possible? But yeah, those are the 3 points of reflection. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again tomorrow, Holy Tuesday, for yet another reading of the Easter story. Take care.